Hello, welcome back to my channel and my playthrough of the Arkham Horror 3rd edition. We are facing a lot of troubles in Arkham City. Norman Withers stirred up a bit of a monster last round where he's at in the unvisited isle. This thing woke up, so we have a bit of problem going on down there. It's an elite monster with 8 health, +2 for each investigators. We're just down to 1 investigator at the moment, which is Norman, but we're gonna say hello to Michael McGlenn, a face puncher of epic proportions. His skill is out for revenge. After he defeats a monster as part of an attack action, he can recover 1 sanity or focus 1 skill of his choice. His focus limit is just 1. 8 health for 4 sanity, not good, but he's a fighter. He's chosen because of his guardian role. And let's see what he starts off with. He starts off with a Chicago typewriter and $3. So let's dig out that. And let's see, Michael, yes, he's back here somewhere. He's Chicago typewriter, nope, that's not that. A Chicago typewriter, 2-handed weapon. You get +4 strength as part of an attack action. Yep, start off with that. We could go for a shotgun either way, I think. And $3 for Michael, which will come very in handy very soon. Now, what else does this start with? Choose one. O'Banion member or all boiler. Let's see what O'Banion member is. O'Banion member, it's a talent, a retainer. After you perform a gather resources action, you may test strength. If you pass, you gain $2. Oh, he's a bit of a muscle, so he threatens people for money. Or he can start off with all boiler, item vehicle. After you perform a move action, you may deal 2 damage to 1 monster you are engaged with and 2 damage to this card. You know what? He's gonna start off with the old boiler because we're gonna be running over some river skulks. Yes. Oh yes, we are. Let's see. Michael is after revenge of poor Agnes, and he's gonna be starting off in the observatory down here, which is the starting location. Yes, that's good. So then, let's just start off the round 7, and the start of that phase will be the action phase for our investigators. So why don't we just start off with good old Michael then, shan't we? He will be heading towards the streets up between Rivertown and downtown to be cleaning up the streets there. Or should we just head on to the... No, we can do what we're thinking about. He will be starting off with move action 1, 2, pace $2 for 1 and 2. And in the streets, bent over Agnes's body, there's a river skulk. It engages Michael, and all boilers states after he performs a move action, you may deal 2 damage to one monster you are engaged with and 2 damage to this card. So he runs it over. 2 damage to Old Boiler, and if my memory serves me right, the River Skulk has got only 1 health left, so it's dead. And he gets a remnant for killing it. Yes, put it back there. Nasty skulks. That ends his move action, and for his second action he's gonna engage the occult ritualist with an attack, and yes, it's elusive, so he has to attack it as an action, and his modifiers are -0, so it's his basic strength, and he's got just 1 health. So this should be a breeze for Michael with this Chicago typewriter. Let's zoom in and see if he can perforate our occultist. And his total die pool will be his strength of 4 plus the typewriter of 4, so that's 8 dice. I can roll the first 4, and he gets 2 successes there already. So just for laughs, he finishes off his rounds in the occult body, and he gets 1 more success, killing me off quite dead. So that's it for that. Good job, Michael. Now, after he defeats a monster as a part of an attack action, he can recover 1 sanity or focus 1 skill. So let's be focusing his strength, bringing that up to 5. Good job. Now we have to see if good old Norman can evade the servitor of Lia, which he is engaged with. So we join up with Norman. And here is Norman. He is in the Unvisited Isle, and he tries to hide from this friendly fellow which came up from the ground. This cannot be exhausted, it says. So well, when a monster engages an investigator, it's not exhausted or unready or of some sort. It's just like this, but on the back of it there's some stats. If it's exhausted, it goes back to the board like this, but this doesn't do that. It comes back ready. So to clarify that. Okay, well, he will be evading, and to evade this sucker he has -1 observation, because it's so huge it's hard to miss this old bearded man trying to run away. Yes, and yep. Let's see, Norman, can you do this? No, he cannot. So we have to spend a focus token to reroll, and thanks to Ace of Rods, when he spends a focus he can reroll any number of die. So again, let's get rid of this 1 and roll another die, I think. Come on, Norman. And he gets a success. Finally, some luck. So he evades the servitor. So he goes back like this on the board. Norman is on his way away from it. He has hidden. So he has a second action which he can freely choose to be doing. And I think he gonna escape with a Find Gate spell. His action is Test Lore. If he passes, he can move to a space of your choice with 1 or more doom. This demands him to pay 2 sanity. He will be paying 1 remnant, and he will be taking 1 sanity hit. So he's down to 4 sanity. Now let's see if he can manage this. His lore is now 3. Come on, Norman. No! He does not make it. And he can't re-roll. Dang! That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Oh, we should have moved. Now, that was the first action he... Yeah, okay, because he evaded this monster, so he gets an extra action. So he didn't pass his spell action, so we have to try to move then. Just a basic good old move. Yeah, well... I think he loses sanity either way, doesn't he? I have to check up that. Just a moment. Okay, the rules doesn't clearly state what happens if you don't succeed in casting the spell, but I can rule it like this. He tries to do the incantation, or the ritual I mean, and to be doing that demands some sanity loss. So he loses the sanity, but he doesn't manage to throw the ritual. So either way, we're gonna do his third action will be then, because he evaded, got its extra action because he evaded the only monster in the space, and failed that. So the third action will be for him to move. And Norman moves 1, 2. Paying $1, 3, and paying his second $4 to go into La Bella Luna. I was hoping to pop him into La Bella Luna and having him ward, but I just have to manage without that. Okay, but at least he evaded the beast. That was the entire plan altogether. So then will be the monster phase, and each ready monster activates usually by moving. This doesn't move because it's a lurker, but each investigator suffers 1 horror because it's there, and we know it's there, and we can hear it and see it. So it scares the shite out of us. There's 1 horror for Michael and 1 horror for good old Norman, bringing Norman down to 3 sanity left. We have to watch out for that also. That is the only monster on the board, luckily. And then we go to the encounter phase. We can start off with Michael McGlenn, which are in the streets. We can dig out one of the streets. And he is on a bridge. Says, yeah. A truck rumbles by, loaded with newspapers, outbound from the Arkham Advertiser. The truck hits a bump and one paper tumbles free. It is you! Observation. Okay. Let's do like that. Zoom in a bit. Michael's observation is 1. Woohoo! 1. He's blind as a bat. That's why he carries a typewriter. Okay. If you pass, you snatch the paper and read it carefully. Spawn 1 clue. Blah. Could do with that, but no. This pops back to streets deck in the back. So we can just stay here, and it's Norman's go. He's gonna do an anomaly encounter. There's 3 doom in his space. So let's dig out one of these suckers and read on. And we read number with the 3 on. Arkham streets are deserted, save for the footprints of several unknown creatures. Lore -2. And his lore is 3, so that's 1 die. What's up with this? 1 die. And he can't make it. Ugh. If you pass, well, it didn't. If you fail, the creatures ambushes you while you study their tracks. You suffer 2 damage. Oh, he doesn't need that. This is just a frail old man. 2 damage to Norman, so he's down at 3 health and 3 sanity. Ooh. This goes back to the deck. We didn't manage to get rid of any Doom, and the anomaly is still pumping on, so this can turn ugly really fast. Yes, that's it for the encounter phase, and next phase will be the mythos phase. In the mythos phase, we're gonna start off with Michael. Let's see. And he spawns a clue to begin with. Let's see. And a monster. Yes, of course, we have to get a monster. So, clue goes to Merchant District. There's my clues, they go there. There's 2 clues there now. Well, there's one huge one. That one. Oh, sorry. It's a 3-card shuffle here. There you go. In on the top. That's the clue solved, and we have to do the monster. That's the back monster card in the deck. Please don't be a bad one. Oh, I don't think that's a very nice one. It's a Shoreline Brute. It's a monster, deep one, spawning at the unstable place, and it's a hunter moving towards and engage the highest will character, which are Norman. Norman. What are the unstable place? Oh, it's the Independence Square. Yes, ain't it? Oh, the Doom is going all over the place. So that sucker is up there. I think we have to have Michael popping up there a bit and do some typing. That's the monster done. Normans go at the middle. Michael. Another monster. Yay! I think the city's starting to wake up. And his second is a blank one. Yes, we did need that. For people who have got the game, I recommend using coin capsules. A very clever man, which are doing great playthroughs, called Catwhistle, was playing with those. I rushed to the store to get them. They will protect these tokens, and it's easier to put in the bag and drawing them out. It's nice ones. Now, well, for the monster. Let's see. And we do have, this is an Ocean Scion, monster deep one, spawn at most doom, patrol, move toward most doom, engage lowest influence. Yeah, and most doom is with Norman. So this engages Norman right away. We can turn him over. We get the remnant for killing it at least. 2 health, -1 strength and -1 observation to fight it and evade it. 1 health and 1 sanity hit. We have to kill this also. Here you go, Norman. Play with that. Okay. This turned ugly real fast. Oh, we have to carry out some heavy duty doom managing, monster killing, and we have to get rid of that really fast. 9 or more doom, we flip the realizing, or we have 3 or more clues on the stars are right. So we're 1 clue away to banish that, but the city closes in on us and the doom hinders us in doing that. Well, that's it for this round. I think I will have a bit of a think about this to see what I'm gonna do. I will be back with round 8 real soon. Starting off round 8, I think we're gonna start with Michael McGlenn. And we are gonna do it like this. His first action will be moving into La Bella Luna, and he is... Shall we just attack him, or shall we run him over? No, he's not. Oh yeah, well, he has to engage and attack that Ocean Cyan. Yes, he's gonna attack, engage 1 monster in your space, test strength. So the Ocean Cyan, which currently is engaged with Norman, will turn towards Michael and whiz into his hideous language, and Michael will empty his magazine into it. Let's see if Michael can be successful with that. Zoom in a bit. And this Ocean Cyan has -1 strength, 2 health, so he needs 2 successes to kill it. It rewards an remnant. So let's see. Michael's strength is currently 5, so that's 4 dice. And the typewriter gives him 4 dice also. So let's be rolling 4 dice to begin with. And there is 2 successes already, so we have killed it. Let's see, just for laughs, the other 4. Yeah, well, 2 successes did it. So we have killed the Ocean Cyan. Good job, Michael. Put that back to the deck. And when he kills a monster, he can focus 1 skill or recover 1 sanity. So he will do that. That sanity caused by the Servitor of Orlia is now mitigated, because he's having Soul Blast killing monsters. That was his second action. So that's Michael done. Let's go on with Norman Withers. Norman is in dire need of some help. He has to do something. So the first thing he's gonna do, he's gonna trade with Michael McGlenn. Oh, I forgot, Michael also got a remnant for killing that beast. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna trade, and Michael McGlenn is gonna get the Ace of Rods from Norman, and Norman is gonna get those 2 remnants from Michael, helping him a bit there. Yep. So his second action will be a move. So let's zoom out a bit. Norman is gonna move, and he's gonna try to move somewhere where he can get some help. And let's take a quick overlook where he could go to get some sanity and health back. The asylum is a no-go now. because it's filled with terrible things. He could go to the TikTok club. Yes. So we're gonna have Norman go 1, 2, and he gonna pay a taxi for 2 more moves. 1, 2 into the TikTok club. Oh, throw the money all around here. So there's Norman in the TikTok club, and we could actually be lucky enough to pick up some clues here. Yes, that's it for our investigators. So we go to the monster phase, and we read each ready monster activates, usually by moving. Let's see, we can pick up the shoreline brute, and it reads hunter, move toward and engaged highest, is it will? Highest will is Norman, so we can have him go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course. So he will move down here, which will cause him to engage McGlenn then. Oh well. Michael is currently engaged with the shoreline brute. And we have, we have the servitor of Relie. He's just a lurker, so each investigator suffers 1 horror. We could do without that. Norman is now down 5, so he's 2 sanity left, and Michael also gets a sanity hit. He's down to 3 and suffers 2 stamina loss. So he's down at 6. He can take that, no worries. Sad thing though, we can't have an encounter up here to get rid of the anomaly. But that's how thing rolls, I guess. That's it. So we done, yeah, they activated, and each engaged deals damage and horrors. We done that. And exhausted monster ready, so well, yeah. We go to encounter phase. McGlenn doesn't get any encounter because he's engaged with that shoreline brute at the moment. We go to Norman, and he's in TikTok club, and that's in the merchant district. Dig out this, and we turn it over and have a read. It's not a clue, sadly enough, but we read it out. You told me to tell you when you had enough, says the barkeep. You or an ally recover 2 sanity. But it's no business of mine if you want to keep going. You may spend 1 to keep drinking. If you do, the rest of the night is a little hazy. Recover 2 sanity and discard 1 focus. Yeah, well, he doesn't have any focus, but I read it as I can spend $1 to keep on drinking all night. Yeah, we'll do that. It says you recover 2 sanity and discard 1 focus. If he got any, well, he doesn't get any, so he will recover 2 sanity because of the drink he gets, and pay $1 to recover 2 more. So he's down to 1 horror now, 1 on horror hit, so he's 6, back to 6 again. Well, good thing we went to the TikTok club then. But we also should have got some healing, but we didn't. And we didn't get a clue. That's a sad thing. We're unlucky. That's what we are. So, next phase is the missiles phase. And we're gonna start off with McGlenn. He pulls out a Doom. And the last in the bag will be a blank. So the Doom will go to Miskatonic University and the Orn Library. Phew, we're lucky. So there's 2 in Orn Library and 2 in the Science Building at the moment. Let's zoom out a bit. Whoop. So you see 2 in each space here, so things are getting quite bad down here also. We have to watch out for that, or we get an anomaly. We could get an anomaly now. So reset the mythos bag, and it's Norman's go. Here we go, and it's a clue. That's nice. Mini clue. And its second one is a blank. Yes, awesome, Norman. So the clue, we go to yet another clue going to the merchant district. So there's 3 clues here now. I think I will be staying here one more turn to pick up a clue. There you go. So we have 3 clues in the merchant district, and that's it for turn 8. We're gonna dive straight into round 9. And in round 9 we're gonna start off with Michael McGlenn. He's currently engaged with the Shoreline Brute, so we're gonna make sure that he takes care of that. Now, I think he suffered. Did he suffer horror for the lurker? I don't think he did. He suffered one for the Shoreline Brute. Did he suffer one from the Servitor? No, I don't think he did. He is supposed to have one more sanity hit, so he's down at 2 horror actually. I forgot to put that on him. Well, let's zoom into Michael and see how we can take care of the Shoreline Brute. And Michael is currently engaged with a monster, and we're gonna try to kill it. It's not a breeze. It has got 4 health and -2 modifier to hit, so we have to do some fighting here. Michael's strength is 5, so -2, that's 3 dice, and 4 dice more for the typewriter, giving him 7 dice in total to be rolling. And he does have the Ace of Rods. Let's see, we do need 4 successes, and we have 3. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm gonna use his strength focus skill to re-roll those dice because of the Ace of Rods. When you spend a focus, you may re-roll any number of die instead, so you can re-roll those 4. But the Ace of Rods was awesome. Thank you, Anna Caslow. So let's hope we can get one more success. Yes! Killing it softly with my typewriter. There you go. Wave bye bye to the Shoreline Brute, and we get another remnant. Going to Michael. Good stuff. That was his first action, and again, he can focus a skill or regain a sanity for killing that. This time he will regain a sanity. I think that is quite important at the moment. His second action will be to gain a focus again, I guess. Yes, let's do that. And what's the tests? Influence observation. 3 influence, 1 observation. Okay, let's take focus for observation, because the Ace of Rods says if you spend a focus to reroll that, you may reroll any number of dice instead. So this, we can do this number of times in one round. It's just an awesome thing. So he has fight the lizard man, killed it, and he will be ready to go to try to do something about those dooms there. Okay, now let's head down to good old Norman and see what he can do. Here we are with Norman. I'm a bit worried because we have no clues on on any of our investigators, and we should get some clues, but we also should do something about the downtown anomaly. So shall we just go for to get rid of the anomaly, or should I have him do something with his health, or should I get down to the merchant district, no, the Miskatonic University, to mitigate the dooms down here? Things so many things I should do and so little time to be doing it. He's down to 3 health, which is not good. However, he has got a lot of remnants, so he could go down to science building to get rid of those. Let's see, he needs 1, 2 down here, and he has got $1. And next round, it's so difficult to know what to do. what I should do. Should I stay? Go for the clue? We need 1 clue more on the scenario. Well, we will stay. I will have him gather resources, get him $1, and maybe we should focus him. Let's give him a focus. The second action, he will gain a focus, and he will focus his. Shall we go for lore? No, let's go for observation, because if he gets a clue, he will do a research next round. That's it for Norman. He will be staying put, getting some money, and focusing his observation. Okay, that's it. So let's go to the monster phase. Each ready monster activates, and we do have 1 ready monster on the board. It's the lurker up in the unvisited isle. I have to get Michael down to do something with him also soon. However, he will spread his horror around. Every investigator takes 1 hit of horror. Michael gets 1 and Norman takes 1. So they're both 2 horror hits. Michael is down to 2 again. Okay, I have to check them. Is there anything in the display that can keep us from taking horror hits? No, there's not. So that's it for the monster phase. There are none others, so we go to the encounter phase. And this time we're gonna start off with Michael, and he is gonna draw one Nightmare Breach encounter, and there's 3 in his space. So, a towering green spire thrust upward from the earth, coming from this place I reckon. Lore -1, and his lore is 2, so that is 1 die. Okay, let's join up with Michael and see how we can manage this. And with his 1 die, I will take one of the 6s from his incredibly good kill roll. Let's see if there's some success left, and there isn't. He will spend his focus to use his Ace of Rods to re-roll this. Come on, Michael. Yes! Hee hee hee! It's a 6. Great stuff. If you pause, you snap off a piece of the spire for later analysis. You remove 2 doom from your space and gain 1 remnant. 2 doom goes away, and he gets yet another remnant. Good stuff. It's incredible to manage this with 1 die, Michael. You're just a hero today. Next up is Norman Withers, and he's down at Tic Tac Club still. And here is Norman, and we're gonna pull out a Merchant District card. If this is not a clue now, I'm gonna stop playing. Luckily for us, it's a clue. And it's Tic Tac Club. Let's read it out. An Innsmouth sailor sits alone in the club. You gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. Woo! He tells you he has a surefire way to cure a hangover. You may spend $1 to learn the remedy. If you do, he drops a copper penny and a small iron nail into your drink. You or an ally recovers 2 health and 2 sanity. Yes! Of course we do. So, Norman learns a good way to get rid of his hangover from all night drinking. 2 health, 2 sanity goes back to the box. Great stuff. Norman is back on tracks. This will be face up in a discard pile from now on, so the unstable place will be the River Ducks from now on. That's it for Norman. And he got a clue. So after you gain a clue, recover 2 horror from this card. So his precious memento is reset also. So this is just dandy. Great, great, great. Ooh, that's it. And next up is the Mythos space. Let's start off with Michael. Michael pulls our reckoning, and a monster. Okay, let's start with the reckoning. Each investigator suffers horror equal to the amount of doom in their space. Oh my god, I'm glad Michael got rid of 2 doom, because he just suffers 1 horror. Bring him down to 1 sanity left. Michael is in dire need of some help. And it's this This is terrible, because Michael needs to kill a monster to regain some sanity. Well, we have to see how this turns out. And Norman doesn't suffer anything. There's no doom in his space. Now we have to do the reckoning here. Each investigator tests will. Each investigator who fails suffers 2 horror. Oh, we can lose. We can lose Michael yet again. We can lose an investigator. Okay, let's do this. We can start off with Norman then. He has got 4. Well, he passes. Barely. Let's do Michael. He has got 3 will and passes. Whew, he does not suffer 2 horror. I will leave the rumor still. I don't want to spend any clue to pass it. Oh, I forget. Norman has got a dark pact, so we have to roll a terrible die. On 1, it's time to pay up. Luckily there's no 1s now, so he doesn't need to pay up. That's the reckoning done. Next will be the monster. What monster do we get, and where does it go? Oh, I see something with Relie. This is not good. It's a Relie Guardian monster. Star spawn. Spawn at most doom. He's massive. Patrol. Move toward most doom. It's a mini Cthulhu, ladies and gentlemen. Moves 1. We turn him over. I have to look at it. 4+. Elite has 1 additional health per investigator, so this has also got 6 health. How the freaking H am I supposed to kill this? 3 health hits, 2 sanity hits, massive. Oh no. I think this will be too much for Michael even. Well, spawn at most doom, so that will be either Black Cave, Orn Library, Science Building. I think we're gonna leave it in the Black Cave. We have to have a go to take it on. Oh, zoom out a bit. So here's the situation. The Relie Guardian is here and ready to do his thing. That was Michael's 2 littles. Now we're gonna do Norman. See, another monster. Oh my god. And a blank. Okay, what fun do we get now? And it's another Ocean Cyan. Spawn at most doom. Patrol, move towards most doom. Engage lowest influence. So, shall we put him here or shall we put him in another place? We can choose. We have Orn Library, Science Building is 2, and the Black Cave has got 2. Why did I put him here? I could have put this here. This is doable. Damn it. Oh well. We put this guy in Orn Library then. I don't want to have 2 monsters here. That is not good. So this guy has got 6 health. I could run into him with the old boiler, hitting him for 2, that leaves him with 4 health, and maybe I could do some awesome shootout with Michael and his typewriter. Well, we have to have a go, shan't we? Yes, we shall. Okay, that's it for the mythos. That's it for round 9. And I don't know with you guys, but I think this is quite exciting. There's some huge monsters in the city, terrifying us, and Michael is shaking in his boots, so we have to do something about this. Poor Norman can't do anything because he's defenseless. I don't have any weapon for him. I haven't got any money, so I can't get anything either. I could maybe have him go to the river docks, try to trade in some of his remnants for some stuff. Maybe dig out, get this nice shotgun, maybe. Gives him +5 to attack with, because he hasn't got any spells. Or I could maybe go and trade some stuff into spells. Can I do that somewhere? Remnants for money. No spells. Well, I have to have a think. But that's it for me. This is the episode 3. I have done 3 rounds. That will be enough for this turn. And if anyone has some suggestions of what to do, leave comments. Some were asking for Michael McGlenn. He's on the table now, doing his stuff, doing great, by the way. He did kill that shoreline brute for us. So, that's it for me this turn. This is T-Man signing out. I will be back again. Until next time, be seeing ya. Bye.